Okay, a very good morning dear students. Welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class we were discussing the chapter area of parallelogram and triangle, where I had discussed how to know whether two figures stand on the same base and between the same parallels or not. It was discussed in detail and I am sure you must have understood how to identify, how to know that two figures are lying on the same base and between the same parallels. Okay. So while discussing this concept, I had said that in this chapter we will discuss some geometrical truths or theorems based on this area of parallelogram and triangle as given in your NCERT book. So what is the first geometrical truth? Let us prove it today geometrically. Okay. The first truth is, if two parallelograms stand on the same base, lie on the same base, and they lie between the same parallels, they will be equal in area. How to prove that two parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area? Let us prove it geometrically. So this is the first truth. See, parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So here is the figure. Look at the figure. This is another question, another theorem we will discuss later. See, this is the first question. If two parallel, look at, suppose ABCD is one parallelogram and ABEF is another parallelogram. It is given. We are given that parallelogram ABCD and parallelogram ABEF stand on the same base. Look at, they stand on the same base, suppose AB, and between the same parallels, you see, the opposite vertices of ABCD, the opposite vertices of AB are C and D, and the opposite vertices of parallelogram in parallelogram ABEF, the opposite vertices of AB are E and F. Now look at F, D, E and C, these 4 points, they are collinear because they lie on one line in the same plane. So, and you are given suppose FC parallel to AB. Look at children, AB parallel to FC, it is given. Okay, you are given AB and FC parallel, and parallelogram ABCD and parallelogram ABEF, these two parallelograms, they lie on the same base AB. So how will you prove that area of parallelogram ABCD will be equal to area of parallelogram ABEF? That is our aim. Okay. So I hope you understood what is given. So what is given? Given is, you see, parallelogram ABCD and your ABEF, they lie on same base, which one? AB, and between the same parallels, you see, between the same parallels AB and FC, and you are given AB parallel to FC. Okay, these two parallelograms ABCD and ABEF, suppose they stand on the same base BC and they lie between the same parallels, say AB and FC. Okay, how will you prove? To prove. So how will you prove that area parallelogram ABCD is equal to area parallelogram ABEF? How to prove? Geometrically, let us see. How will we prove that area parallelogram ABCD and area parallelogram ABEF will be equal? Let us prove it geometrically. Now see children, in order to prove it geometrically, let us consider the proof part. Okay, so this is given and this is to prove. Construction not required. In this particular theorem, we do not require any construction. It can easily be proved. See children, in order to prove that area of parallelogram ABCD and area of parallelogram ABEF are equal, it will be sufficient for us. You see, if we can show that area of this triangle ADF and area of triangle BCE, if we can show that the area of this triangle and this triangle are equal, then by adding area of this quadrilateral ABED is a quadrilateral. Now if you add the area of this common quadrilateral to the area of this and area of this, see, first you prove that area of this triangle and this triangle are equal. After it is proved that area of triangle ADF and area of triangle BCE are equal, if we add the area of this common quadrilateral to the area of this triangle and to the area of this triangle, then automatically, that means suppose this is 1, this is 2. Suppose area of 1 equal to area of 2 and this is 3. This quadrilateral area is 3, suppose. then if area, if 1 equal to 2, then 1 plus 3 equal to 2 plus 3. So that 1 plus 3 means which one? 1 plus 3. Area of 1 plus 3 will give you area of ABEF, and area of 2 plus 3 will give you area of ABCD. Okay. So if we can prove that 1 and 2 are equal, means area of this triangle and this triangle are equal, then by adding the area of this common quadrilateral to the area of both the triangles in the left hand side and right hand side, it can easily be established that area of ABEF parallelogram will be equal to area of ABCD parallelogram. Now the point is, how to prove that area of this triangle and this triangle are equal? Okay. Now the point is, how to prove that the area of these two triangles are equal. Now to prove the area of these two triangles are equal, we have to show that they are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. Because we know if two triangles are congruent, then they are equal in area. Because congruent figures are always equal in area. But the converse is not true. If two figures are equal area, they may or may not be congruent. But if two figures are congruent, they will be certainly equal in area. Okay. So our aim is now to prove that area of this triangle and this triangle are equal. Okay. That means we have to prove that this triangle and this triangle are congruent. Let us see how to prove. See. In order to prove that this triangle and this triangle are congruent, look at children. Look at this angle. Look at this angle and this angle. See. You are given AB and FC parallel. See, ABCD is a what? ABEF is a parallelogram. I am writing the proof here. See, suppose this angle is 1, this angle is 2, this angle is 3, and this angle is 4. Look at. Okay. Now, as ABCD is a parallelogram. See, ABCD is parallelogram. Okay. That means your ABEF. First we take ABEF. See, ABEF is a parallelogram. That means AF and BE are parallel. AF and BE parallel. And which is the transversal? FC and FC transversal. You see, FC transversal. So if AF and BE are parallel, and if FC is the transversal, then no doubt angle 1 and 2 are corresponding angles. So they must be equal because they are what angles? Corresponding angles. Similarly, you consider parallelogram ABCD. ABCD, you see. Again you are given ABCD parallelogram, it is already given. So if ABCD is a parallelogram, then AD and FC, BC, AD and BC, AD parallel to BC. So AD parallel to BC, and which is the transversal? Look at. Again FC is transversal and FC transversal. See, FC is the transversal. So if AD and BC are parallel and if FC is the transversal, see, now look at angle 4 and angle 3. No doubt angle 3 and 4, they form a pair of what angles? Corresponding angles. So angle 3 must be equal to angle 4. Therefore, you see, angle 3 equal to, therefore, angle 3 equal to angle 4. What is the reason? The reason is corresponding angles. Because they form, angle 3 and angle 4 form a pair of corresponding angles as AD parallel to BC and FC transversal. Okay. So what did we get? We get angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. Now see children, if angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4, so what will happen to this angle and this angle in these two triangles? Children, you know that in two triangles, if two angles are equal, then the third angle will automatically be equal. Then the third angle. If two angles of two triangles are equal, that means suppose you are given this is one triangle, this is another triangle. See, suppose this angle and this angle are equal, this angle and this angle are equal. Then what about the third angle? The third angle of the two triangles must be equal. Suppose this is your 30 degree, this is 30 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 60 degree. So it will be automatically your how much? 90 degree and 90 degree. The third angle will be 90 degree each in both the triangles by angle sum property. Okay, so if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles of another triangle, then the third angle must be equal because it follows directly from angle sum property. Okay, so now we will apply this concept here. So here we got 1 equal to 2 and 3 equal to 4. Then suppose this angle equal to 5 and this angle is 6. Therefore, in triangle you see, therefore in triangle ADF and triangle BCE, no doubt angle 5 will be equal to angle 6. Okay, because here we put angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. So no doubt the third angle of both the triangles will be equal by angle sum property. Okay, see. So we proved 5 equal to 6. Now see, what about AF and, you see, AF and BE. Look at ABEF is a parallelogram. So their opposite sides are equal. That means AF will be equal to what? AF will be equal to B. AF will be equal to B. What is the region? The region is opposite sides of parallelogram. Which parallelogram? ABEF. Because these are opposite sides of the parallelogram ABEF. Okay. Again you see this one AD, and again you see BC. ABCD is a parallelogram, so AD will also be equal to what? BC. So AD will be equal to BC because opposite sides of parallelogram ABCD. See. So what did we get? We got the three matching parts. You see, we got AF equal to BE, AD equal to BC, and angle 5 equal to angle 6. So these three matching parts or criteria satisfy which condition? SAS, side angle side. Therefore, you see, therefore by SAS condition, triangle ADF will be congruent to triangle BCE. Okay. Now we proved that these two triangles are congruent. Children. Now as the two triangles are congruent, what will happen to their area? Their area will also be equal. That means, what will be my next step? My next step will be, you see, as we proved that triangle ADF and triangle BCE are congruent by SAS. Therefore, area of triangle ADF will be equal to area triangle which one? BCE. Why? Because if two triangles are congruent, they must be equal in area. Any two geometric figures which are congruent, they have equal area. Okay. So, as we proved that this triangle and this triangle are congruent here by SAS condition, so they must be equal in area. Okay. Now we proved the area of this triangle and this triangle equal. What is the next step? You add the area of this common quadrilateral ABED. You see, implies area triangle ADF plus area quadrilateral. What is the quadrilateral? ABEF equal to area triangle BCE plus area quadrilateral ABED. ABED, not EF, ABED. ABED is the common quadrilateral. This is the common quadrilateral whose area we have to add to the area of this triangle and this triangle. Because this triangle and this triangle are equal in area, we proved here. And why they are equal in area? Because these two triangles are congruent. So they will have equal area. Okay. So area quadrilateral ABED. Okay, now the proof is almost over. You see. Now the proof is almost over. Because you see, if we add. Now area of ADF, look at this is area of triangle ADF. If you add area of triangle ADF to the area of common quadrilateral ABED, so whose area you will get? You will get area of parallelogram ABEF. That means area of ADF plus area of ABED, it will give you, this implies area parallelogram ABEF is equal to, now see, area of triangle BCE plus area of triangle ABED. It will give you area of parallelogram ABCD. Okay. So this will be equal to area parallelogram ABCDC. So thus, what did we prove? We proved that area of parallelogram ABEF is equal to area of parallelogram ABCD. When they lie or stand on the same base, which one? AB, and between the same parallels FC and AB. Okay, so this is the process how to prove. If two parallelograms stand on the same base and between the same parallels, they will have equal area. Children, I hope you must have understood the proof of this particular theorem or this geometrical proof, which is a very important one and it generally comes in the exam. Okay, so if you have understood, try to prove it yourself. You can. It will be very convenient, easier for you to prove it geometrically. That two parallelograms standing on the same base and between the same parallels have always equal area. Okay, so children, I hope you must have understood. If at all it is true, you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I am going to discuss other theorems which are there in this chapter, that is area of parallelogram and triangle, in my next class. Okay, we shall discuss the rest of the thing in the next class. I hope you must have understood this theorem whose proof I discussed here. Okay, thank you.